Good morning, students. In today's session, we will be discussing the further application. That is, already we have in our previous class studied about data. That is, what is data and how many types of data are there, how to collect those data. Okay. Now we will go to our next step, that is how to analyze. So as already we have discussed, analysis can be done with very different tools. Okay. Already one tool you have already used in your previous classes. That is in class 9, 10 and all you have learned this. That is measure of central tendency. Which are the three measures of central tendency? Mean, mode and median. Right. So now here further we will use one more tool, that is measure of dispersion. Okay, so in the measure of dispersion again we have how many? 4 measures of dispersion. Which are those 4 which we have already discussed? First one is range. Okay, second one is mean deviation, third is standard deviation and quartile deviation. So as already I have said you will be having only 3 measures to study, that is range, mean deviation and standard deviation. Quartile deviation, it won't be there for your class 11. Okay, so now as in our previous class even we have got to know what is range. So what is range? Range is nothing but highest value minus lowest value. So today we will concentrate on what? We will concentrate on mean deviation. So as already I have expressed to you, as the data are different, even the formulas differ. That is totally how many type of data we have seen? 2 types, that is grouped and ungrouped. Okay, so for ungrouped you will have different formula and for group with the little changes. Okay, so today we will discuss about ungrouped data, that is mean deviation for ungrouped data. So before going to that, once again let us recall what is mean deviation. Okay, so mean deviation, and this mean deviation it is denoted by M and D. So generally how is mean deviation denoted? MD. Okay, so now here mean deviation, as already I have said you, always the name itself expresses what we are going to understand, right? Mean deviation, that is mean of all the deviation. So here deviation, what does it mean? Deviation means from those we will consider a fixed point. From that point how are the remaining values deviated. Okay, so that what we will do, we will find first deviation and then mean of all such deviation. Okay, so now let us understand or learn the formulas for ungrouped data. Okay, so now first one we will consider here is ungrouped data. So let us recall what is ungrouped data. The name says ungrouped, that is it is not at all grouped. So it is just what? It is just written. Okay, so that is it is just collected and written. So such a data it is nothing but ungrouped data. Okay, so raw data, the without anything, if it is not written according to order, then it is nothing but a ungrouped data. Okay, so now let us learn what is the mean deviation for an ungrouped data. I'm sorry. Now, as I said, we will keep a fixed point. From that fixed point, how the remaining values are deviated, we are going to consider. I said you, right? So now, those fixed point, what will be those fixed point? Those 2 fixed point, that is there will be totally 3, but we are going to learn only for 2. That is mean deviation about mean. That is our fixed point is here mean. Same way mean deviation about median. So our fixed point is what? Median. That is from mean how the remaining values are deviated, or from median how the remaining values are deviated. Okay, so this is what will be our discussion. Okay, so the formula for mean deviation about mean is equal to, it is sum of all the xi minus x bar divided by n. Okay, similarly mean deviation about median is equal to summation deviation. Okay, if it is a first observation, x1 minus x bar, it will be the deviation of first term. x2 minus x bar, it is a deviation of second term. Like that it continues. Okay, so this is deviation. So sum of all the deviation, because it is mean. Mean means or average. How do you calculate the average? Total sum divided by total number of term. Here also total deviation divided by total number of term will give you what? Mean deviation. So if it is mean deviation about mean, it will be minus x bar. If it is mean deviation about median, then it will be minus m. That is a major difference. Okay, now let us understand these formula still more clear with an example. So let us consider an example. That is, we will find now mean deviation about mean for a data and mean deviation about a median for a data. Okay, so let us consider one example. Find the mean deviation about mean for the following data. So the data given here is 6, 7, 10, 12, okay, 13 and 4, 8, 12. Okay, so this is the data which is given. So for this, what you have to calculate? You have to calculate what is the mean deviation about mean. So to calculate the mean deviation about mean, first you should know what is mean. Because to calculate xi minus x bar, xi's are already given. X bar we don't know. N also is known. What does n denote? The number of term. Right. So now x bar has to be calculated. So what is the mean formula for an ungrouped data? The average formula. Just now we discussed. It is sum of all the observation divided by total number of observation. This is for mean. That is for ungrouped data. Now for median, what will be the median for an ungrouped data? Median is the middlemost value in, this is a very important condition, middlemost value in arranged data. How do you arrange the data? The data can be arranged either in ascending or descending order. So in any order you can arrange. Okay, so this is median. Now let us calculate first what? Mean. Mean is, we know that it is sum of all the observation divided by total number of observation. That is, you need to add all the terms. That is 6 plus 7 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12. Whole divided by, totally how many observations are there? You count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we need to add this. So let us add 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 10, 23, 23 plus 12, it will be 35, 35 plus 13, it will be 35 plus 13, 48, 48 and 50, 60, 68 and finally it will be total sum will be 72 divided by 8. So 8 ones are 8, 9s are. So what is our mean then? Mean is equal to 9. Okay, now we got mean. Let us go to our next step. What do you want? Always your next step depends upon the formula. What is known? Well and fine. Whatever is not known, what you have to do? You have to calculate and then use the formula. So what do we need? We need xi minus x bar. Right. So now x bar we know. Xi's also are there. These are xi's. So now let us calculate what? Xi minus x bar. That is, we will subtract each term or each value from x bar. 6 minus 9, it is minus 3. 7 minus 9, minus 2. 10 minus 9, 1. 12 minus 9, 3. 13 minus 9, 4. 4 minus 9, minus 5. Next 8 minus 9, minus 1. 12 minus 9, 3. But do we want only xi minus x bar? No, there is one more thing, that is modulus of xi minus x bar. So our next thing will be modulus of xi minus x bar. Okay, so now you might be thinking, what is this modulus? Modulus is an operator which always makes a negative number positive. Okay, this is a simple way in which you can understand what is modulus. Okay, how plus is one operator, union is operator, intersection is operator. In the same way, modulus is also an operator which makes a negative number positive. So what is modulus of minus 3 then? It is plus 3. Modulus of 2 plus 2. Modulus of 1 plus it will remain plus itself. Modulus of 3, 3. Modulus of 4, 4. Modulus of minus 5 plus 5. Modulus of minus 1 plus 1. Modulus of plus 3, it is plus 3 itself. Okay, so now we know what is modulus of xi minus x bar. This is done. But what we want? We want summation of it. That is, we need to add these all terms. So let us add and write what is the total sum here. 3 plus 2, 5, 6, 9, 13. Okay, 13 plus 5, 18, 19 and 22. So now we know even the sum. Let us calculate what? Mean deviation about mean. Okay, so what is the mean deviation about mean formula? It is mean deviation about mean. X bar is equal to summation of modulus of xi minus x bar divided by n. So how much is the sum? What you have got? This is summation of modulus of xi minus x bar. So how much have we got? It is 22. And how many total observations we are having? There are totally 8 observations. So divided by 8. So when we cancel out 22 by 8, you will get the answer as 2.75. So what is this 2.75? It is a mean deviation about mean, which is equal to 2.75. Okay, so now this is how you will be calculating. What you will be calculating? The mean deviation about mean for an ungrouped data. So what will be your first step? Finding the mean using mean for ungrouped data. So we calculated mean. So after that we have calculated the deviation. Then we have considered the positive deviation. Its sum. Substitute in the formula and finally you will get your answer. I hope everyone has understood how to make use of the formula mean deviation about mean. Okay. So now let us go to our next problem wherein we will get to know how to find mean deviation about median using this formula. You might be seeing that formulas are at the most same itself. Here we have considered mean, we have considered here median. Formula also, instead of mean you are having median. So in our next problem, if we are considering about median, then instead of mean what you will calculate? You will calculate the median. After calculating the median, the same process carry out. Okay, so now let us consider one more problem wherein what we will do? We will find the mean deviation about median. Okay. So now on the board you can see the students, we have considered an example wherein x's are given, that is 3, 9, 5, 3, 12, 10, 18, 4, 7, 19, 21. So what we will do here, we will find the mean deviation about median. Okay, so as already we have just got to know, to calculate the mean deviation about median, first we should know median and then the remaining process. So what is our median for an ungrouped data? It is the middlemost value in arranged data. So the very important thing is here arranged data. So first let us arrange the data and then we will go to the remaining part. So you can see that in given question the data is not arranged. It is neither ascending nor descending. So first what we will do? We will arrange it and then we will concentrate on how to calculate the median. So our new exercise, how it will be? So see, which is the least number here? 3. So how many times 3's are there? 2. So if you think that you may miss any observation, what you can do? As soon as you note down, scratch it out so that all the numbers or all the observation what is given, you will be writing. You will not even miss a single observation. So 3, 2 times are there. So 3 we have written, scratch it out. After 3 we are having 4. So 4 is also gone. Next 5. Okay. Next do we have 6? No. 7 S. So 7 also goes. After 7, 8 do we have? No. Next 9 is there. So 9. Next 10. Okay. After 10, 12. So after 12 we are having 18. After 18, 19. After 19, 20. missed. Okay, so now we have written now arranged data we are having. Next, middlemost value. So to calculate the median, median is nothing but it is given by n plus 1 by 2th observation in a arranged data. Okay, so now totally how many terms are there? How many numbers are there? You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So totally how many we are having? N is equal to 11 and 11 is odd. So now it was a case wherein n was odd, but if it is a case when it is even, you will not have a single observation. Okay, you will have in that case two observation middlemost. Taking the average of those two will give you the median. You don't have to worry. Even we will solve such a kind of problem wherein n will be even. When it is odd, you will have only one median. Okay, so now let us calculate what is the median for the given question. So n is how much we have written? It is 11. So 11 plus 1 by 2th observation. This is very important. Okay, so what it will be? 11 plus 1, 12. 12 by 2, it is 6th observation. So in our given data, if you count the 6th one, if you go on counting and if you get a 6th observation or 6th value, that is your median. So let us count now what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what is our median then? It is 9. So median is equal to 9. So now we know what is our median. Let us go to our next step. That is xi minus m. But here instead of writing in our previous problem how we wrote first xi minus m, then modulus. Okay, so now you have got to know what does modulus operator do. So directly we will write what is modulus of xi minus m. Now what we have to do? Each xi has to be subtracted from this median. So 3 minus 9, it is nothing but minus 6. Minus 6 modulus is 6. Next 3 minus 9, 6. Next 4 minus 9, it is 5. Next 5 minus 9, 4. 7 minus 9, it is nothing but 7 minus 9, 2. Okay, 9 minus 9, 0. 10 minus 9, 1. 12 minus 9, 3. 18 minus 9, 11. So it is 9. Next 19 minus 9, 10. Next 21 minus 9, it is 30. Okay, so now what we know? We know what is modulus of xi minus m. Next we want what? We want the summation. So you just need to add. So soon after adding these all values, what you will get? Once again let us check what is modulus of xi minus m. 6, 6, 5, 4, 2, 0, 1, 3, 9, 10. It is solved. This is 12. Okay, now we will add this all term and we will get the sum as 58. Okay, so this is a sum of what? It is a summation of modulus of xi minus m. Now we know the summation. Just substitute in the formula and find what is mean deviation about median. So what is our mean deviation about median formula? It is sum of modulus of xi minus m divided by n. What is the sum we have got here? 58 divided by 11. So 58 divided by 11, you will get the answer as 5.27. What is this 5.27? It is mean deviation about median for the given ungrouped data. I hope now everyone is clear how to use the formula for mean deviation about mean and mean deviation about median. And this is specifically for which data? It is for ungrouped data. Okay, so whether it is mean or median, about mean or median. If it is about mean, you will calculate mean, then its deviation. Okay, if it is median, first calculate the median, then its deviation. So find all the mean of the deviation, you will get your final answer. Okay, so now what we will do? We will go to next which type of data? Grouped data. So already in our previous class, we have studied what is grouped data. If the data is arranged in an order or grouping has been done, then it is called grouped data. And we have seen that in grouped data there are again two type of data. Which are the two type of data? Discrete data and continuous data. So what do you mean by discrete data? If the xi's are known, or they can be seen. In simple layman language I am saying, these are not technical words. For you to understand in a layman language I am saying, what does it discrete mean? Discrete means which can be seen, or which is discrete, or which is particular. So if the data is in discrete form, then it is a discrete frequency distribution. Okay, why it is discrete frequency distribution? Because even frequency is there. So discrete frequency distribution, or you can say discrete data. Okay, discrete observation, that way. Okay, and next type of the grouped data is continuous data, that is excised live in an interval form. Okay, so that is nothing but the continuous data. So in grouped data we are having two types of data, that is discrete data and continuous data. Okay, so now let us understand the formula to find what? Mean deviation about mean and mean deviation about median. Even though there are two types of grouped data, the formula remains the same. That is mean deviation about mean. It is given by the formula summation of fi into modulus of xi minus x bar divided by n. Next, mean deviation about median. It is equal to summation of fi into modulus of xi minus m divided by n. Okay, so now you can see, you can compare the formulas of ungrouped data with ungrouped data. So you can see that they are one and the same with only one value different. Here extra is what? Fi. There we did not have Fi because ungrouped data it is not grouped. So Fi's we don't know. But when it is grouping is done, we will get to know what is the frequency of each observation. So here Fi is there. So if you remember the formula for ungrouped, easily you can even remember the formula for what? Group. Okay, so now this we have written, but there is one more hidden formula which you should know. Which is that formula? Mean formula and median formula, right? So what is the mean for an grouped data? It is nothing but summation of fi into xi divided by capital N. Here also it is capital N. Okay, so what is this capital N? Capital N is the total frequency. There we have small n which indicates what? Or which denotes the total number of terms. Here capital N is there which indicates the total frequency. Okay, so now this is your mean. There is one more formula of mean, but when that problem will arrive, I will be explaining you that formula. Okay, so now median. Median is given by the formula L plus n by 2 minus Cf whole divided by F. Okay, so this also you will understand it better when we are going to consider the problem. So whenever a problem comes, how actually these will work, you will get to know. So to understand how this formula work or how we will use the formula, let us take the example. First we will learn for discrete data how to use, and then we will learn for continuous data. So now let us consider an example in which you need to find what? You need to find a mean deviation about mean for a discrete data. So in the given question how it will be? Xi's will be given and Fi's will be given. Xi's given here are, okay, so it is 2, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. Next Fi's are 2, 8, 10, 7, 8, 5. Okay, so this is the given data. You need to find mean deviation about mean. So here also to find mean deviation about mean, we should know what is mean. But what is mean formula? Summation of Fi into Xi. So first what we need to calculate? We need to find this summation. You see in the question whether the summation of those Fi into Xi column is directly given? No. We have to calculate. That is, let us write now Fi into Xi column. 2. Okay, multiply this. So it will be nothing but 40, 60, 56, 80 and finally 60. So you need to find the summation of this because we want summation of Fi into Xi. So when you add these all, it will be nothing but 300. And summation of Fi into Xi at least we got. This is what? This is summation of Fi into Xi. Next we want capital total. So 10, 20, 27. Okay. Next 35. It will be finally 40. So what is this? This is capital M, the total frequency. Now we know both. Let us calculate what? We will calculate what is mean. Okay. So mean, it is given by summation of Fi into Xi whole divided by N. So what it is? Sum of all, it is 300 divided by 40. So 300 divided by 40, you will get the answer as 7.5. So what is this 7.5? 7.5 is the mean of all the given observation. Now this part is over. Okay. After that, what is our next step? We need to calculate the deviation. Because now we calculated what is x bar. Let us calculate what is modulus of xi minus x bar. So our next column will be modulus of xi minus x bar. Okay. So it is each term it will be subtracted from the mean and its modulus. So 2 minus 7.5. It is minus 5.5. Modulus of it will be plus 5.5. 5 minus 7.5. It will be nothing but 2.5. Next 6 minus 7.5. It is 1.5. 8 minus 7.5. 0.5. 10 minus 7.5. It is 2.5. Next 12 minus 7.5. It is 4.5. So now we have written the modulus. Next what should we write? We should write, we have got to know what is the modulus. After this modulus is done, we want Fi into modulus of this. So our next column will be Fi into modulus of xi minus x bar. That is, we will multiply Fi with this. These both the column observations will be multiplied. So when you multiply 2 into 5.5, 11. 8 into 2.5, 20. Next 10 into 1.5, 15. 7 into 0.5, 3.5. Okay. Next, it is 10 into 2.5. It is 25. Sorry, it is 20. Next, 2.5. Next, 12 into 4.5. It will be 22.5. So we want what? We want the summation of these all because it is summation of these terms. So when you add total, it will become 92. So what does this denote? It is summation of Fi into modulus of xi minus x bar. So now let us find what? Finally, mean deviation about mean. Right. So what is mean deviation about mean formula? It is summation of Fi into modulus of xi minus x bar whole divided by capital N. So what is the sum we have got here? 92 divided by, what is the total frequency? 40. So what is 90 divided by 40? It is, what is 92 divided by 40? It is 2.3. So what is this 2.3? It is mean deviation about mean for a discrete data. Okay. So now let us once go through the problem. Xi's and Fi's are given. We have calculated the mean using the formula summation of Fi into xi by n. To calculate that, we have multiplied these both columns. That is, multiplying this, you have got this one. Okay. So after knowing the sum, we have calculated the mean. Okay. After getting the mean, what we have done? After getting the mean, we have calculated the deviation. So after calculating the deviation, we have multiplied Fi into this deviation so as to get the summation. Substitute and you will get your final answer. Okay. So this is how you will be solving or you will be finding mean deviation about what? Mean deviation about mean for an discrete data. So you might be thinking, ma'am, now you are teaching us, so we are getting it very easily. How do we get to know that? Our next column is this only. It all depends upon what? Formula. If you remember the formula, it is very easy to write this column. That is, you will automatically able to write the column. Because you see, this is our formula. To calculate mean deviation about mean, I should know this sum. That is, I want the summation of this complete term. To find the summation, Fi is directly given. Xi also directly given. But x bar is not there. So what does it mean? You have to calculate the mean. But what is our mean formula? It is sum of this term and divided by n. So the sum. Now we got to know the mean. Okay, now first time what we did, individual term we saw. Now let us group and see. So whether only x bar is enough to calculate? No, we want the deviation. What is that deviation? Xi minus x bar and its modulus. So that will be our next column. Now whether is this only the thing what we wanted? No, it is a product of Fi and this modulus. So we will multiply Fi with this modulus. It will be our next column. So this is how you will be able to go on adding the column depending upon the formula. I hope everyone is clear with how to find mean deviation about mean for a discrete data. For a continuous data and discrete data, it will be light difference. When we come to that problem, you will understand. Okay, you don't have to worry. So, but first you understand how to calculate the mean deviation about mean for a discrete data. Okay, so in our next problem, what we will understand? How to calculate the mean deviation about median for again which data? Discrete data.